No. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What up? What up? What up? Sorry about that. I had hit the button for it to do the intro, ladies and gentlemen. But what happened is it popped me in and then out with the intro. But welcome back to the Breakpoint with Coach C. Hey, buddy, we are live. So welcome back to anybody that is new, and for anybody that is pre-existing, this is what I'm gonna say to y'all right there. We going wrist up for Shador Sanders bowling channel, but we gotta shout out excellence when we see it. All the naysayers and haters said that he wasn't that dude. Well, guess what, guys? If they hate on you, prove them wrong, because that boy was getting busy today. So we'll wait till a little bit of people get in, but we got some interesting topics to talk about today, and today is the day where the game actually starts. The game inside the game. That's the new challenge. The winner of the challenge. So this is going to be a week-long challenge for those of you that's new and those of you that is recurring. This is going to be a week-long challenge. Any scores in which you have, make sure you get your box score. But again, we'll wait till everybody gets in, and we'll see what we can do. Now, ball review I got coming up. What's up, Craze? How you doing, my guy? That's what I'm talking about. What up, Craze? So check this out. I did some ball reviews today. I did some comparisons today. I compared a whole bunch of pearls today. Shapes. The pearls of the shapes of some of the top 2025 pearls. I did some of that today. I did a video today of my top solid of 2025. I did a video today of my top 2 solid asymmetricals of 2025. The top pearl for 2025 is going to surprise everybody. I promise you that. Chilling, man. Just cleaning all my bowling balls. Hey, I know that feeling. So, but yes, Craig, you're going to be, watch, when you see the video of the top pearl, you're going to be like, what? You got to be kidding me, coach. But I'm telling you, it gets busy. And you know what else I did? I actually bowled against IM4. You'll catch the reference. Leia, I bowled against her today. She wanted to bowl me for a ball, so we put down Cheetah. And I bowled against her today. She's probably the best middle schooler in the world. I'm going to say that. And I know it's not saying a lot, but I'm saying she's probably the best middle schooler out there. I don't see one better. Did not do well in my tournament this weekend. It happens all good. Yeah, it happens to us all. Joey, what's up, Joey? How we doing, cuz? How we doing? Joey in the building. Yo, so check this out, guys. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Now, I was going to wait till more people get in, but hey, you know what? We started at 6:30. That was 3 minutes ago, so we just going to get into it. So, I'm going to give y'all a secret behind the curtain. Y'all ready for this? Okay, so here we go. So, I had an opportunity to throw. The Storm Next Factor. And if any of you tuned in to Wednesday Night League, I know some of you guys were there. I actually threw it 2 shots in practice. And that is the Next Factor by Storm. I threw that in practice. And the ball went straight. And I was like, what the hell am I missing? So I had an opportunity to throw it. And it went straight. And I was like, that's crazy. What's up, Jam Rock? I'm glad you're here. Hey, as soon as we get everybody here, we're going to set up the game. That way, if anybody got to go, everybody knows the rules. Everybody can play. But until we get everybody here, and I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna tell you guys about this. So because this is important for you guys. So when you guys watch a review, I want you to really understand what you're watching. Okay. So here we go. So I throw the next factor 2 times in league, just 2 shots in practice. Because I was gonna use it, but it went straight. And I was like, okay, that don't make no sense. So what happened is I'm throwing the next factor, went straight. I threw a second ball and it went straight. So I'm like, yeah, we're not going to throw that ball because there's no way I'm throwing a ball that straight. So I'm like, you know. So then yesterday we had the fundraiser for our bowling team. Um, because uh, it's no longer funded by the school. So we did a fundraiser, right? So at the fundraiser, I decided, let's do some shorts. Let's just get some shorts out the way. So I threw the ball in straight. Now, when I'm saying straight, I'm talking I threw it up 10. It just barely makes the pocket. So it's pretty straight. I mean, matter of fact, I threw a couple of shots straight up 10 and it hit the 3 pin. And I'm like, eh? So I'm like, what's wrong? There's something wrong. So I stopped throwing that ball. I came home after the fundraiser. I did all this stuff. Now, I threw a lot of high games. I threw 5 different balls through high games, everything shaped except the X Factor. So I'm like, interesting. So I get home yesterday and I call Coach A. Now, A's the one that gave me the layout for this, but the layout that we use this layout on a lot of stuff. And yes, A and me, we coordinate layouts for certain balls. A is a bowling ball whisperer. He can just get scores. Me personally, I just go by the numbers. I don't really. So anyway, so I get home, I call Coach A, and I'm like, hey, dude, listen, the ball's like a big paperweight. It just goes straight. A's like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, nah. Actually, he didn't say I'm wrong. He's just like, the numbers and the ball doesn't say that it's going to do that. And I'm like, well, I'm telling you, there's something wrong with it. So A goes, So A watches, I think it's Luke's video, and he's like, it's hooking. And then he watches Charles' video, and it's hooking. And I'm like, and he's like, I don't know, coach. He's like, I don't know. See, they hooking. And I'm like, something wrong. So I'm like, maybe it's chromium. Because a lot of them guys, Luke and Charles and them, they do their reviews on chromium, not a house shot, but chromium. So now here's the thing. I was throwing mine on a house shot. So with the house shot, our house shot is like 43 feet, 28 mil. So it's on the heavier side. So I'm like, but here's the thing. If you guys watch me bowl, even the IQ Ruby hooks on my house shot. So I'm like, man, look, I don't know. So today I go to the bowling alley, and you know what I decided to do? I decided to have him put down chromium just for the hell of it. That's right, chromium. And guess what the next factor did? It hooks. And it hooks a lot. It does. It hooks a lot. So why am I telling you guys this? Now, the shape of a bowling ball is the shape of a bowling ball. Let's be honest here. However, chromium is a strike-friendly pattern. What I mean by strike-friendly is chromium is actually very, very, very strike-friendly. Too strike-friendly. It's lower volume. It's a taper shot. It's like a house shot almost, but I think its ratios maybe like 9-1 or something like that. Chromium is. So it's not very complicated. It's a lot of friction outright for you to throw the ball out the window, but it's a very, very, very score friendly thing. So what I'm saying to you is know what you're watching. So a lot of times you guys, matter of fact, let's be honest, 95% of you guys, when you're watching a ball review, you're watching it and you want that ball to be able to perform for you like it does on a house shot, right? So unfortunately, some of the times when you're watching these videos, you're not watching a ball on a house shot. So here's an example. If you wanted to play 15 to 5 on your house shot and you have a higher volume house shot, what's going to happen is your lanes could be clipped, but even if they're not clipped, the ball's going to slide a little further and then it's going to catch the friction and go. Well, in this particular in this particular situation, it's a lower volume inside, and it's it's a buffer on the outside, but so the ball's going to catch immediately, and it becomes scoring friendly, and you'll see it. Now, here's the thing: I ain't have to tell y'all this, but I'm an honest Charlie, so I'm going to tell you because, like Craze just said, yeah, that's misleading. It is misleading because when you're watching Charles and them throw the next, right? You're like, okay, that ball shapes a ton. Well, here's the thing: on chromium, sure, it's going to hook like that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, check this out, right? So not only did I did the next, but I did all the pearls on that thing too. There's a video, there's part of the video in the pearls where you're gonna see Coach me throw the nebula. I probably could have hooked the nebula on that stuff. I probably could have stood on 50 and still hooked it 3 lanes over. I'm being serious. I'm not even playing. And and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I'm saying that it is a slight misconception as to what you're actually seeing, if that makes any sense to you guys. It is a slight um it's a slight misconception, and I'm not saying it to be like, oh well, these guys are, no, that's not the point. The point is understanding what you're seeing. That would be like somebody, for example, here's a great example. I know that some of you have watched the ball review and bought a bowling ball, and you're like, it does not respond the way it did in the video that I watched. Well, that probably has a little bit of that probably has a variable of what, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It probably does. Crazy, that has a lot to do with it. Well, let's be honest. They get paid to make balls look good. That's what they do. Like I said, well, it depends on the person though. What's up, Red? It depends on the person though. Like when Charles and Luke and them are doing it on Chromium, I mean, I don't necessarily know if they're getting paid to do that because I don't think either one of them are on staff. However, again, I understand shape is shape, and you're going to see that. Like all the pearls that I threw, the shapes, you'll be able to make them out very well. However, again, um, for example, the nebula. If you watch my ball review and watch the nebula, and then you watch it on Chromium when I'm doing all the pearls, you'll see a drastic difference. I mean, a drastic difference. On Chromium, the nebula looks like the most angular bowling ball that I have. But on a house shot, that oil allows it to slide 45 feet, and then it allows it to make its turn, and that turn is angular, but it's not as drastic as you're going to see in a video that I'm going to drop today or tomorrow. That's what I'm saying though. Well, I'm talking about most bar reviews in general. A lot of people out there get paid. No, you're 100% right. What's up, Too Tall? Yeah, no, Craze, you're right. A lot of people do, especially a lot of pros. They get paid to do those ball reviews. So you're 150% right. I'm not even going to debate that with you. You know, but like that Storm Next by D-Tang and all them, you're right. They get paid to do it. So, but I guess, okay. So here's the situation. I guess I never really took under consideration. How can I say this so it makes sense? I've done hundreds of ball reviews. Let's be honest here, hundreds, right? And I'm not on staff with Brunswick or any. I'm not on staff with anybody, including Bullish Mart, right? Bullish Mart don't give me discounts. I don't get anything discounted, right? So This maybe is not even my part. I never took into account how they're making these balls look. That's what I'm trying to say. Because something as simple as using chromium instead of a house shot makes the ball look different. I understand what you mean because I never really paid attention to that either. No, but that's the thing though. I did it just to see. Just to see. And the reality is this. Using chromium is not a good thing for me because it's free hook, which means I got to be left. Now, when I did the review with the Next, I could get way left and it didn't matter. But when I got into the pearls, I decided to stand on 25 with everything. And the reality is, I probably should have stood on 33, 35 with everything and just shaped the entirety of the lane. However, I wanted the people who don't go to 35, who stand 20 to 25, to be able to see the shape of all the bowling balls, right? So I stood at 25 and I chucked them towards the gutter and I just let them roll. I didn't care if I got a strike or not. But the reality is chromium is 100% misleading. So then before we got on, A had called me just now. Well, A had messaged me and I called him. A was telling me that Mr. Strickland from Creating Difference, he actually was having the same issue with his ball. Steve, what up? Steve, look, we got that wrist up, Steve. We got that wrist up. He was actually having the same issue with the next factor that I told AI was having. And here's the common denominator. Strickland wasn't using chromium. He was on a house shot. So his ball fluttering, not turning the corner, he was on a house shot too. So his ball was having the same bad reaction that I was getting. So it's not just a me thing, it's a ball thing on a regular house shot because of the volume. I think it's making that ball slide like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Revs? How Revs is doing? Yeah, I hope Revs ready for the game. Revs said he winning. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Yeah, I know you both Sunday League, Revs. Hey, remember, Revs, today starts the game, so track it. Remember, each game, 10 frames, is 20 games. And remember, each frame, a strike is worth 2 points, a 9 count is worth 1 point, and a spare is worth 1 point. So make sure you're sending the box score to the Discord. We're going to track everybody's league, and the winner gets something special from this guy. And you are competing against me also. It's time to track the scores, guys. We're tracking it, a game inside a game. So here's the example. First frame. If you get a 8 count, you do not get a point. But if you get the spare, you get a point. If you throw a strike, you get 2 points. If you throw a 9 count, you leave a 7 pin or a 10 pin. It's a 9 count, you get a point. If you pick up that spare, you get a point. If you miss that spare, you get 0 points. So that would be 1 point. Got it? Everybody got it? Okay. So listen. So here's the thing. And here's the best part. Mr. Strickland was rolling the ball, and he's pretty decent. Just got home from Big Ten championship. Nice. Sorry about Ohio State, but here's the thing. So exactly what I told Coach A. Yeah, you can ask me anything, Chris. Exactly what I told Coach A. Strickland had an issue with, but the thing that the common denominator is the house shot. So the reality is the next good on chromium, yeah, but on the house shot, not so much. And I'm not saying it may be good on the burn when there's no oil, but here's the problem. If there's oil in the middle of the lane and you're trying to shape it outside, I don't know how that's going to react. And I guess that's something that I need to do on a house shot on the burn to see. You guys get what I'm saying? Coach, and I need to ask you some off topic. Ask me anything you'd like to. Man, how the hell the Bucks let my damn Saints beat them today? Come on, man. I wanted that number one. Listen, listen. I'm gonna tell you what. Here's my problem. Baker Mayfield. That's my problem. Baker Mayfield. How about this? Cleveland, we'll trade this guy for Baker Mayfield to go back. We'll trade this guy since everybody's saying he can't play, since everybody's saying he's a bust, since everybody's saying he ain't a number one draft pick. I mean, he just happens to be the only quarterback in the last 50 years since the 1950s to be a rookie to throw over 350 yards. Not only did he throw over 350 yards, but he threw for 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, and ran for one. And the only reason Cleveland did not win the game is because they have a head coach that know less about football than the dog upstairs in the kennel. Listen, I'm watching the game, pick up my son, I get home. It's in the third quarter. So I'm watching the game. I'm watching Shador, and I'm like, listen, Shador about to go down there and score, and then they're going to get the ball back. He's going to tie this game up. Now, I know I'm off topic, but I'll get right back to that. So Cleveland goes down. Shador throws a gorgeous fade to Fanning, right? Gorgeous fade. Fanning touches it. This idiot. Now, mind you, the score is now 23-31. Now, any smart guy know you kick the field goal, and there ain't no win, it ain't no field issues. You kick the extra point. Guess what? You down 7 points. All you need is a touchdown extra point to tie you. This idiot go for 2. He go for 2. I'm telling you, I haven't even seen a coach in college that stupid. He go for 2. So then he gets the ball back. Shador goes down there. And he scores again. He marches him down the field and scores again. No, I'm sorry. Shador ran for the touchdown. He ran for the first one. And they went for 2 like boneheads. So then they get the ball back. Shador marches them down the field. He marches them down the field. This time he throws that gorgeous fade to Fanning, right? What does the coach do? They need 2 points to tie the game. What does the coach do? He takes the quarterback who's thrown 3 touchdowns and ran for one with over 360 yards against that defense. He takes him out the game. He took him. No, Revs. No, that ain't pressure, Revs. That ain't pressure. That's an idiot. Revs. He takes the quarterback who's thrown for 3 touchdowns and ran for one. And his run was like 15 yards. So 3 touchdown passes, 365 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. And he takes him out the game and put in a running back to try to throw a flea flicker. What? Like, guys, you can't even make this stuff up. Now, my question is this, and everybody says that, listen, let's be honest. He fixed it. The coach did not want to see Shador win so bad, he made sure they lost. Sanders needs some playing time. Cleveland's the wrong team, though. He needs to go to another team. They said Watson's playing next. Watson ain't playing in Cleveland. I'm sorry. Cleveland got a franchise quarterback in Shador. I'll tell you what. Cleveland, you don't want him, send him to Tampa. We'll be more than happy to take him for a 5th round pick. Who cracked under the pressure? The coach? Oh, you did. Come on, Rev. You can't be cracking under the pressure, bro. Yeah. I got the alert, but I was busy bowling and doing the video, so Red, I hadn't had a chance to look yet. But I promise you, matter of fact, let me look right now. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, Red, that practice game you got right there, you got 13 out of 20 possible points. Really. I come on here bowling stuff, and we talking about the Browns. And listen to that messing around. Hey, but listen though, Steve. Long as the Browns don't trade him, you guys have a Super Bowl in your next 5 to 7 years, guaranteed money. If they use their picks right, you guys got a Super Bowl. Cleveland is back. Matter of fact, you guys be in the playoffs if he just started the season. Cleveland is back. All right, so now that I told you guys about the chromium thing, I just need you guys to stay to keep that in mind when you're watching a ball and be like, dang, that ball hooks, or dang, that ball takes off. Well, just keep that in mind, because bowling on chromium is not gives you a really big false sense of security, man. It is. It really is. It's not ideal at all. Now, every review that I release, from the solids of 2025 to the best asymmetrical of 2025, the best solid of 2025, and then the pearls for the shape, and then the best of 2025. Mind you me, all of that, including the next video, the next factor video, it's all on chromium. It's all on chromium. So I just wanted to tell you guys and be 100% honest. Now, who's ready for this game? Anybody? Anybody ready? Is everybody ready? Now, I'm not going to lie to nobody. I have a couple of people that I think are my favorites to win this thing, other than myself. But I have some people that I think are some favorites. Y'all want to hear my favorites? Anybody want to hear the favorites that I think gonna win? Because to win, you got to be the cleaner. Well, it ain't even about being clean. It's just about being focused. The thing is to maximize the game potential. So that means each frame is its own game. So I got 3 favorites that I think gonna win. That I'm counting on to be competitive with me. 3 people. One of them is Steve. I'm writing it down. Steve. I think Steve has the potential to beat us all. I do. Rebs, because he's a lefties, and we all know lefties cheat. Lefties cheat. We all know this. And Willie, if he shows up and wants to play. Now, here's what we're going to do. 7 o'clock, I gave a half hour. Everybody knew that we were going to play this game today. I'm not seeing everybody in the chat. So here's what we're going to do. If they're not here, they're not playing. Which makes it easier for you guys to get bonuses from the channel. How many people in the chat wear hats? Anybody? Does anybody wear hats? Does anybody wear fitted hats, or do you wear snapbacks, or what do you guys wear? Man, you guys are quiet. And check this out. Since you guys are going to compete against me today, here's what we're going to do. This is what the winner is going to get. They're going to get 2 bad bowling shirts sent from me to you. They're going to get sweats, pair of sweats sent from me to you. Also, the winner's going to get a hat. But we need to decide, do we want all fit or do we want snapback? You're going to get one of those sent to you also. That's what you're going to get. That's what the winner is getting for this competition. So I'm waiting. Do we have any takers? Is anybody participating in this challenge? I'm waiting. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. While we wait, don't get me wrong. The next factor isn't bad. Oh, man. Hurt my pride. No, coach. We're just talking about, I got it. I think I was pretty close on the guess the series. You was pretty close. No, you're good. I'm always off topic. I'm like one of the teachers. You say something stupid, and then you say something stupid, and the teacher go off topic. That's me. Me, I wear a hat. But do you wear a snapback or a flex? Okay, all kind of hats, good. Depending on, usually don't wear a hat, but if I do, it's fitting. Okay. Quiet guy. This dude talking about LL Cool J Kango. That's funny. That's got to be A. All right. It's 3 games. It's the whole series. So check this out. So, I mean, just download Discord. Hey, can somebody send Steve? Can somebody put the Discord link in the chat, please? Okay, so check this out. So let's go over this one more time. So it's based on 3 games, right? So a 3-game series in league. If you're in league, I prefer league. So 3-game set. 3-game set is equal to 60 games. 60 games. Each game has 20 games inside of it because each frame is 2 games. Right? Now, here's the bonus. If you strike out in the 10th, it could be worth a total of 6 points. That's the bonus. Striking out in the 10th will give you a bonus. But it's the only frame that give you a bonus. Coach, I'll post my scores, but no shot, I'm winning. Don't ever say that, man. You don't know what people are going to do. Not feeling confident in my swing mechanics. Not at all right now. Okay, so listen. Too tall. I need you to listen to me. It's in your head. Your body lies to you. Trust me. I know. Ask A. Coach A can tell you. I think Coach A's in the chat. Ask him. Go ahead. Type it in the chat. Say, hey, Coach A, does Coach C say that? It's trust me. GB, what up, what up, what up? So listen, it's in your head. Your body lies to you. Your swing is not as bad as you may think it is. Like for me, I tell Coach A, hey, I think my swing is too low. It feels too low. I don't feel what I'm doing. And then I go and look at the video, and he's right. I have no idea what I'm doing. So relax, bro. Relax. No. Craze, I want you to post. Not A, Stephen S. So, I thought that was Coach A. Anyway, Craze, I want this week. So everything you do after today goes in the chat. Everything after today. So from Sunday to Sunday is our scoring zone. All right. Sunday to Sunday is our scoring window. And if we like the competition, we can do it every week. I'll give away something every week. Because what this is going to do is allow us to focus better. I'll bowl league Monday and Wednesday. See, there you go. Drop it in there. Drop them in there. But they got to be your box score, whether it's, starting today, ending next Sunday is our window. So remember, let's go over it one more time. Every game that you bowl in your league, which is the three-game series, each frame is worth 2 games. Your first ball is 1 game. Your second ball is a second. Now, if you throw a strike, you automatically get 2 points. If you throw a 9 count on your first ball, you get a point. If you throw anything under a 9 count, you get no points. If you pick up the spare, you get 1 point. If you throw a gutter ball and you get a 9 count in your second ball, you get no point. Starting today. If we're in multiple leagues, do we get to use our highest 3 games? No. If you're in 2 leagues, you can use that league, and then you can put your other league score in, and you can use, because that means you got multiple chances to play. If you're only in 1 league, well, you only get 1 chance at it. So you better make the best of it. See, what this does to Tall is this allows you're going to start focusing. Focus better. You'll be like, okay, game on. Game on, because now you get 2 opportunities. I'll bowl Sunday and Thursday. So perfect. Did you bowl today? Because I'll take today's scores. Or you can use your next Sunday score. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use the next Sunday score, because I imagine, GB, you bowl Sunday morning, early afternoon. Listen, this is funny, because I need you to understand this. Too Tall. You can 9 spare all the way out and shoot 580 and win the whole thing. It's not predicated on your high series, Too Tall. It's predicated on points. I don't care what your series is. You have an opportunity for 20 games. 20 frames. It's 20 games in your 10 frames. So you have the opportunity, right, to score at your own pace. You understand? Because the reality is every one of us has a potential to close every frame. This is just allowing us to focus to be able to do that. Right? You have a potential to score a potential high of 24 total points per game. And that's if you throw a 300. I don't mind doing it. Sounds fun. Actually, it will be fun because you're actually tracking what you're doing. And you're going to focus, and then you're going to be up there and you're going to throw that 9 count and you're going to be like, all right. Normally when you're doing whatever you're doing, this time you're going to be like, okay, let me focus. I need to pick this spare up. And that's where your game's going to change. That's your focus. Yep. So yeah, you can use GB. You can use your next Sundays to make it fair to everybody, because it would be after this. So we'll go Sunday to Sunday. You can use your next Sundays too. Yep. You'll be on Lane Talk, but I still want you to post it, because I want everyone to post it in Discord. Yes, Too Tall. Each league is its own chance to win. Absolutely. Strike 2 points, 9 count 1 point. Missed spare 0 point, gutter ball 0 point, and made spares 1 point. No, GB, we're not gonna do that yet, but that's coming. That's coming. We're gonna add that later. But yes, remember, spare GB is also worth 1 point. Yeah, so I'm telling y'all, man, dude, I did practice games with this, dude. Yep, May spare 1 point. I did practice game with this. It is fun. It makes you focus. I had my high schoolers actually do it with me. And believe it or not, I think Maddie was clean, I was clean, and I think Lon had one open. But it makes you focus on what you're doing. Now, did Maddie with her clean game have the most points? No, because she had a couple of couple spares, seven count spares, and a couple of 8 count spares. I'm writing it in now. I'll put it on my bowling notes when we're done here. Hey, yeah, it's gonna be great. And watch, you guys are gonna be like, dude, I was locked in because this actually helps you lock in. And that's the goal. We're trying to improve what we're doing. We're trying to improve our mental focus. And this is just an exercise that's going to help everyone do that. And that's help the mental focus. And at the end of the rainbow, you get free clothes. And depending on who wins, we'll decide if you want a flex hat or a flex hat or a snapback. Either way is fine with me. This would help me game 3 today. Yeah, and I hope that's what I'm saying. That's the goal that helps you lock in because what it becomes about. So, what this does is it makes you forget about everybody else. It really does. It makes you think about what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So when we're at bowling league on Wednesdays, we play cards, right? So we play cards. So I'm gonna take these sheets in. I'm gonna print out a sheet for everybody who bowls Wednesday this week, and I'm gonna have everybody play this game for $1. So we're gonna print it out, and we're all gonna play this game for $1 each. So each game is worth $1 too. They're gonna have so much fun with this. It's true. I'll only be bowling next week. Then I'll be out 5 weeks. Well, good luck on the surgery, and I'm sorry you're gonna be out. No. You're right. Lane talk, crazy. Lane talk is definitely proof. No, lane talk is great verification. If people no, we're not doing a trust system, and I do trust people, but to be fair to everyone, if their bowling center does not have lane talk, your phone has everybody's phone now has a camera. Snap a picture at the end of each game. Easy. And then you post the pictures in the Discord. It's easy. Or at the end of every block, at the end of every league session, there's that overall score that shows all your scores in your series. But we don't want that. We want you to take a picture of each game. If you don't have lane talk, take a picture of each game you bowl. That's going to tell the tale for everybody. That'll tell us what you did and what you didn't do. That's how you verify your points. And I don't see why anyone would have a problem doing that. Because we're all here to get better. Yeah, no, Chris, I know you're on Lane Talk. I think me and your friends on Lane Talk. But yeah, so hey, did anybody drop the link so Steve could get it? Yeah, can somebody do that for me, please? Drop the link into Discord for Discord. No problem, not at all. It shows the name and stuff. No. All right, so yeah, can somebody please drop the link in the Discord? I don't for the Discord. I don't think I've seen anybody do that yet. So Steve can get it, please. Well, yeah, if they take a picture, there's always the name associated with it. There's never a time where you both leave that there ain't no name. It's always the names. Yeah, if you snap a picture, we want the whole shebang, and it should be no problem. And dude, I'm telling you, it's gonna be so much fun. And I'm telling you, if anybody say it doesn't help a focus, then I don't know what to do. Because the reality is this is going to help you focus exponentially because you're locked in on your next task. So it's cool because this is what the best part is. If you throw a shot, you leave a 10 pin, and normally when you be like, man, what's my adjustment? What's my you won't. You be like, man, I got to get this another point. So then you're gonna focus on picking that up. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm good with this because it shows the name. Coach, what about converting a splits? Yes, split is well, yeah. A split is a spare. So yeah, if you convert a split, you get a point. Most definitely. Any spare, you get a point. But you only get a point on your first ball for a strike or a nine count. No other time. My center do not have lane talk, but I've been taking pictures anyways to review at the end, and I write down what I learned. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. I'm glad you got a notebook. Now, but what I'm going to ask you to do, Tutal, is take a picture of each game because each game will show us the box score, the lineage, and that's where the points come from. The lineage. They'll show us nine spare, seven spare, six spare, strike. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're actually looking for. And when we do this, I mean, even your friends are gonna be like, "Why are you tracking that?" And then you'll tell them like, "We playing this game," and they're gonna be like, "Well, what do you win?" Well, I win free merch. And then the next time it'll be a ball, and the next time it'll be this, and then maybe they'll want to get in too, and maybe it'll help raise your league team's average and get them some points. You know what I'm saying? It's facts. Because the reality is this is part of bowling, right? We got to do it to be accountable to ourselves. And if we can train ourselves to be focused like this, then I don't see why no one in this chat wouldn't average a 220, 215 around there because half the battle is spare shooting. If you're tracking your numbers, if your spare shooting is under 85%, then that's the problem. Strikes will happen. It's the spares. Spares keep you high. Yeah, that's what I do. So I know I need to work on 3 6 10, baby splits, etc. Hey, too tall. That's brilliant work. Brilliant work. And don't be discouraged, bro. Don't ever be discouraged. Don't ever. That's why we're too tall. That's why we're doing these exercises. Little do you know it. That's what these are for. These exercises allow you to have that extra moment, that extra focus. It takes you off the previous ball and allow you to focus at the job at hand. Because remember, every single thing that we do, too tall, is its own thing. One of my leagues display nicknames. That's fine. As long as we know which nickname is yours. Okay, so quiet guy, make sure that you put your nickname in the chat now. No, there's no. Hold on, Craze. You got me trying to figure out how to do this. All right, Craze. I'm gonna send you this link. Craze, I just sent you the. I just sent you a link, right, Craze? Can you put that link in the chat, please? 3610 is my nemesis too, man. I've chopped that, throwing it, hooking at it. I chopped it going straight. Oh man, that's my kryptonite. The 6 pin I'm good at. 10 pin I'm great at now. But Craze, can you please put that into the chat? I just sent you the Discord link. Can you put that in the chat, please? Is it not letting you post it? I hear you, Craze. That was me 2 weeks ago. Worked on it in practice and made an adjustment. But then this week, I was going 310s. Can you hey, Craze, was you? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, not showing the link. I got you. I just noticed that too. So give me 2 seconds. I'm working on it right now, Steve. I'm working on it. Eyes are working. All right, there you go. That's the link to the Discord. I was able to pull it off. Look at this dude. Oh, yeah, I should be doing this. Bet. All right, you guys are in. There's the link to the Discord for everybody. There it is. I don't know why that is. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I don't know why it wouldn't let it post, but I was able to do it. Crazy, but thank you for trying. So everybody knows the rules, right? Dude, I got all the videos. I need to edit them and get them out. I do. I need to edit those videos, get them out. So does anybody got any questions, anything that we like to go over before I get off and start editing? I know I've only been on for about an hour, but I do want to do some of this editing tonight and try to get something out to you. Also, I was building against Leia. You guys got to see this. So I was gonna make it members only, but I'm gonna put. I got high school video footage that I'm gonna make for members only. I'm gonna release for members only to let you guys see inside our practices. And then we have a match tomorrow against one of the heavy hitters in our conference. If we get past them, we win the conference. But it's a tall order tomorrow because these boys is tough. They are. They're tough. The rules are red wins. I like that, Red. Probably because I'm not in the mood. Could be a protection thing. No, I took all that off. What up, Larry? What's going on, buddy? Oh, tell the wife I said happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Nickname is Stripe, but I think only the letter S will display. Well, quiet guy, is it? Hey Larry, you got the rules to the game, right? Because remember, the game is from Sunday to Sunday, buddy. I hope you got the rules. If you need the rules, let me know real quick. You have to let us. You have to let me see it. If it has your whole team scores with the box score, we'll see if we can make it work. Yeah, definitely tell her happy birthday. And I hope you got the rules, Larry. Remember, 20 games inside of your 10 frames, strikes 2 points, a 9 counts 1 point, a spare is worth 1 point. And even if you get a 3 spare, a 7 spare, a 8 spare, it's worth a point. But the first ball you can only score for 2. In the 10th frame, you can get a possible high of 6 points if you strike out 2, 4, 6. So if you shoot 300, of course you get 24 points. So there we go. Anything else we want to cover today? Also, again, guys, everything that you see today is Chromium, except the video that I'm gonna release for me and Leia Bolin is on Chameleon. So that isn't Chromium. But all the bar review stuff is Chromium. My question is only one league score per week, or like, nope. If you bowl 3 leagues per week, then you got 3 opportunities. I'll take your best score. If you bowl 2 leagues per week, I'll take both of them. You're totally your best score. But your best score for that one league, whichever one is better, the higher score will take that. Larry in the building. Happy birthday to the wife. Yeah, celebrate that. Celebrate that. I will have something else to focus on now. Been bowling pretty bad lately. Well, crazy. This is going to help you out, man. You're going to come back and be like, Coach, about time you gave me something. So 9 counts, 2 points. What? Hey, Red, no. How can the 9 count be worth 2 points, Red? Yes, a 9 and a spare is worth 2 points. Yes, because you get 1 point for the 9 count and 1 point for the spare. So, yes. There's 2 ways to get 2 points for a frame. And that's a strike or a 9 count and a spare. Anything else can only get you a possible 1 point. Now, to get 9 counts means you need to throw the ball good on your first attempt, which is what we're trying to focus in on. Lock in. Throw a quality shot. 9 out of 10, if you throw a quality shot, the worst you're going to leave is a 10. Is a single pin, 8 pin, 9 pin, 10 pin, 4 pin, whatever. Right? And that's the goal. The goal is to do that, to throw that quality shot. And then the goal is to relax and focus in on what you're doing at the job at hand, which is pick up spares. Thank you guys. I will let her know. Start league again until January. Oh, don't start until. Wow, you guys got a huge break. That's crazy. Let's see. We got this week, then next week of league, and then we're off again until January. Yeah, that makes sense. So we got this week and next week, then we're off to January. And I got I'm telling you, Craig, this is going to change your whole game because it's going to change your mindset. Bowling is about mindset. Craig, let me ask you a question. Last time you were at league, you threw a shot off your hand and you're like, that's 10. and then you left an 8 pin. The ball didn't drive through, it deflected a little. Or you left a 9 pin because the ball was too continuous. Or you left a 10 pin because you came up a little high, a little behind the head pin, and you left a 10 pin. And you're like, damn, that was good. Yes or no, that happened to you? Because I'm guaranteeing it has. The issue then becomes, do you refocus? Or do your mind stay focused on what you just did? And then you start auto correcting that situation at that moment. At that moment in time, you start auto correcting, like, okay, I need to do this, and this. Or I just need to move a little bit, or I need to you see where I'm going with this? Now you're doing all this. You're auto focusing, you're auto correcting, you're thinking about that shot, or that was a great shot, these damn bowling alley. Now you're doing all that, right? Crazy. In the meantime, you got a pin to pick up. You got to pick up that 10, you miss by a board inside. You got to pick up that 10, you miss by a board outside and go in the gutter. You see where I'm at? And all along, you didn't miss because you're just a bad spare shooter. No, you missed because your focus was on the thing that you're trying to do. Or how about this? You throw that shot, you leave a 10 pin, and you come off the deck, and you turn around, and you know what you're doing? You're looking at your feet, and you're like, do I need to move a half a board or a whole board? Do I need to move back? Do I need to move forward? Again, what are you focusing on? You're focusing on what you just did. And that's the problem. And that's the problem for a lot of amateur bowlers. A lot of league bowlers, they focus on what they just did, and they're not focused on what they have to do. Because here's the reality, and let me tell you this before we get off and I start editing and do my thing for the night. I'm explaining this to you, and I'm explaining why it's so important. Because all these other coachings and all these other stuff you see, all the biggers, all this stuff, they don't explain this to you. You need to focus on your job. Your job is the one that's in front of you. And here's why. When you get up and throw a shot and you leave a 10 pin, whatever adjustment you need to make is irrelevant. And a lot of you are going to say, well, coach, why is it irrelevant? Here's why. You're not going to get back up on that lane, are you? You're not going to get back up on that lane to throw that shot again? Think about this. You throw a 10 pin. You throw a shot. You leave a 10 pin, right? You're bowling in the league. You got 4 teammates. There's 5 people in the other lane. There's 5 people in the other thing, right? So, say you're number 1 or number 2 bowler. Now, all of your bowlers got to bowl, and that whole other team's bowling in that lane over there. And then, wait, all of them people, say you're the last bowler over here, all them people got to bowl, and then they're going to come over here and bowl, and then your team's got to come over here and bowl, then they got to bowl back to you. It's like a rotary phone. 1, 2, 3. Because the reality is why are you making adjustments when you're not up over there again? You got to bowl, you got to spare to pick up, then you got to bowl on the other lane before you ever get back here. So why are you worrying about it right now? You see what I'm saying? Your singular focus should just be on what you got to do. That shot's gone. It's over. You can't make an adjustment because you got to bowl over there before you come back here. Why not make the adjustment over here when you get back there? I mean, you know where you were standing. I'm standing on 26, playing 15-5. Okay. So I go over there, I throw a shot, throw a strike. I'm back over here now. Now I'm getting ready to line up. I'm grabbing my ball and I'm in my pre-shot routine, right? And I'm like, okay, 26, 15-5, left the 10 pin. All right, let's make the move. So we're going to slide over the whole board to 25. I don't do that back and forward BS. So what we're going to do is we're going to move, slide over to 25. Now we're going to play 15-5 and 25. Boom, throw the shot. It goes a little high, but I carry. Do I start making the adjustment then? Nope. I go prepare myself for the other shot because, again, I don't have to come back here. So then when I come back here, I'm like, okay, Do I make the adjustment predicated on what just happened on that lane? Absolutely not. I make the adjustment predicated on what happened over here previously. I know I was setting at 25. I know I was doing 15 to 5. Did I hit my mark? Yep. And I hit my break point. Yep. Okay. And it came up a little high? Yep. But 26 left me a 10 pin. So what adjustment do I make? Do I just move my eyes in a little bit? Or do I move 26 back to 26 and just move my eyes in the board with it? Let's get out of try. You see where I'm going with this? That's how I need you to do. I played the game today. It helped me focus a lot better. I picked up a lot of spares than I normally do because it's going to help you. So the 10th frame, does the first strike or spare only count for all of them? No. So let's do this. In the 10th frame, your first ball you throw a strike, that's 2 points. Then you throw a 9 spare, that's another 2 points. If you throw a strike and that's 2 points. And then you throw an 8 count and you pick up the spare, that's 1 point. If you throw an 8 count and you pick up the spare, that's 1 point. You throw a strike, that's 2 points. You see where I'm at with this? If you throw a 9 count and you pick up the spare and you throw a 9 count, that's 2 points. Right. Now, but wait, crazy. Just remember, if you throw an 8 count and you pick up the spare, the 8 count don't count. The 8 count does not get a point, just the spare does. And of course, there is a way to get a 5 count in the 10th frame. If you go the first 2 strikes and then the 9 count, you live in 10 pin, you can get a 5 count. Of course, there's also a way you can get a 1 count. You get a 9 count and you miss the spare, you get 1 point out of it. So that's how we play the game. Hey, I'm telling you, Red said it. It helped him with his focus. Helped my bowlers with their focus already. The reality is this is just a way to allow you to focus on what you're doing. Because now you're trying to score points. Now it's a point-based system. And you know that your spare shooting matters. Not that it didn't before, but so I better stop rolling splits in a 10th. Or you better start picking them up. How'd that sound? You can roll them, pick them up. Hey, Craze, what would you say if I told you this is going to stop you from throwing splits in a 10th? It's going to allow you to focus that much more. Take your time. In the 10th frame, take your time. Breathe. Relax. I missed 15 minutes. Had to take a phone call. It's all right. Steve, you are one of the guys that I know watch things later. But, Craze, listen to me. In the 10th frame, take an extra second. Take an extra breath. And remember, guys, you got to start watching what your ball's doing. Don't throw a shot and like it and walk away from it. Watch where it goes through the pins at. If it's starting to come up, if it comes up heavy, don't throw the same shot. Don't repeat the same shot because the outcome is probably going to hurt. I converted the 3, 4, 7, 10 today. Was still mad because I left the junk. Facts. I'd be mad too. And you know how many points that would have been worth, Craze? 1. So yes, you have to. What's up, OB? Welcome back, bud. Welcome back. It is an interesting game. It's a focus game. It's a game to help you singularly focus on what you're doing. That's it. That's it. Remember, the average 220, it's about spare shooting. This just allows you to focus on that said spare shooting. So that's what this game is meant to do. It's a mental game. I mean, I know coaches have all the answers for you, all the answers under the blue moon, right? But the reality is the one answer that you need is to focus. So this gives it to you. And I'm glad you find the game interesting. I hope you play it with us. Because if you would happen to be a winner, There's a lot of good stuff coming out of it. There is a lot of good stuff coming out of it. Dude, I got a lot of videos. I'm also going to drop some shorts for Leah, too. I told her I'd drop some shorts. Let the world see her. So, but yes, interesting game it is. And I want to see if any of you guys got the moxie to beat me, though. That's what I want to see. Did any of you guys got the moxie to beat me, though? Let's see if we got any 800s. My focus is I don't want to look like an idiot. LOL. Plus, as a leadoff bowler, I set the pace for the team. No, I get it 450%. You'll never look like an idiot with us. But this will help you focus just like it helps everybody else. Sometimes it is difficult to stay locked in for so long. Okay, but here's the best part about the game that we're playing, the 20 frames inside a game. Here's the best part. You only need to be focused for a short window of time. You're locked in on your first ball. When your first ball is gone, you're like, okay, if you don't throw a strike, you're like, I need this next point. I need this point. So let me focus on my spare. That's how we play it. Short window of time. Y'all gonna laugh for some of my scores. Y'all might laugh at my scores. What do you mean? No 800s. My highest set this season is 767, but this could help you get that 800. Singular focus is all it takes. Hell, my highest is a 765 this season. It ain't like I dropped to 800 either. But to all fairness, let me be honest. I have not went to league one time this year with the singular focus to shoot a high game or high series. I go to have fun. But that's what A was saying to me, like, Coach, he don't call me Coach, he called me C. He be like, C, you lost your killer instinct. But that got me thinking. So last question I'm going to say before I get off, because I got to edit these videos and try to get something out. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. I need you to be honest with me. I need you guys to tell me the truth, what you really, really think. Do you think you can turn it on and off your competitiveness? Do you think that if you go to league and don't care about the outcome, that when you get to tournament time, you can turn it on? Answer that question. Not going to lie, my game the last 3 weeks is average at best. Just meh. Steve said he can turn it on. Okay. Steve said he can turn it on. Everybody else agree with that? Sean said he can't. I bowl better when I bowl against better bowlers. See, that's Red said he can't. See, Clip, that's what I said. Clifton, that's what I said. I said I need to be bowling against this. And when I'm bowling against this, I'm like, whatever, don't matter. Y'all can't beat me. And because they don't, I don't push it. To be honest, I shoot my best scores when I'm just goofing around and having a good time. See, but I wouldn't care if I missed spares. I didn't care if I just didn't care. It just didn't affect me. And he was saying that that's the problem. Generally, I hate to lose at anything, but in league, I'm just there. It's just going through the motions. I don't think there's a team there that we're scared of. I don't think there's a team there that we're like, okay, we need to come in and dominate them tonight. Nah, it's not been like that. And maybe that's the problem. My last really good game was a 279, and one's against my friend, which rode a 279. Both rode 11 strikes that game. Nice. So that's the thing. So right now, this is the best part. I created this game right here. I created this game to lock in my singular focus. And then I tried this game. What's up, Keon? Then I tried it. Then I tried this game myself to see if it would work. And it does. It actually really, really works. So, being that it works, now we're going to expand this game to all of you guys. Now, here's what's funny. When you see Luke and all them others start trying to use this, you guys know where it came from. Right here. This mind game came from this brain. And yeah, they'll try to use it. Keon, you gonna play the game? You know the rules? Clip 900% agree. If everyone is goofing off, it's gonna be a poop show. Good bowlers bring out the best, win or lose. Yeah, we goof off. I mean, Drew still do his thing, but me, that's how my wife is. She locks in against better teams. Facts. I mean, I'm gonna lock in too. The better you are, the better I want to beat you down. The better you are, the better I want to beat you down. Clifton said, I want to try everything. Okay, so before I get off, this is the last time I'm going over these rules. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. So in league, from today to next Sunday, you're going to post your scores in Discord. Got it? I'm reposting the link for Discord. So if you're not in this Discord, then you need to get into Discord. Because that's where you'll be posting your scores. Now, it has to be an official box score so we can see every frame. Now, you get 3 games. So it's a total of 60 scores, 60 games. Because each 10 frames is worth 20 games with a maximum of 24 points. Now, here how it works. Your first ball of each frame is the first game. If you get a 9 count or a strike, you get a point. Now, strike's worth 2 points. A 9 count is worth 1 point. If you get a spare, I don't care if you get a 3 spare, 2 spare. If you pick up a split, doesn't matter. That's worth 1 point. So you can get a possible of 2 points per frame. That's how it works. Now, here's an example. If you get an 8 count and then a spare, it's 1 point. A strike's worth 2 points. If you get a 9 count and you're open, that is 1 point. 10th frame. 10th frame, you can get a possibility of 1 point all the way up to 6. If you get a 9 and you miss the 10, if you leave a 10 pin, so you got a 9 count, you miss it, that's 1 point because of the 9 count. You can get 5 points if you have the first 2 and you get a 9 count, that's 5 points. If you get all 6, if you get all 3 strikes, that's 6 points. See what I'm saying? So how we're going to do this is Keon and who else? Somebody else, Clifton. If you win this week's competition from Sunday to Sunday, the winner receives a hat, Bad Bowling hat. Whether you want it fitted or snapbacks, up to you. You'll also receive 2 Bad Bowling t-shirts. You'll receive a pair of Bad Bowling sweats. That's what the winner's going to get for this week's competition. So again, are you ready? You'll be sending your scores to this Discord right there on the screen, because that Discord right there, everyone can see it. So everybody will see what your box score is. Now, your box score needs to have your name in it. Quiet Guy said that his league has nicknames up there, so we're going to have to see the box score with all their league names, and he said he's S. We'll go with that as we see it. If you got Lane Talk, you can post that into the Discord. That's actually the best ideal, but some people don't have it, so they'll take a picture of each individual tournament, and there you go. Tournaments are a different beast than league. Yeah, but you can take a picture of your tournament. For example, this Saturday, I will be bowling in a tournament. The following Sunday, the next day, Sunday, I'll be bowling. So let me say this. I'm bowling in a long dual pattern long and short pattern on Saturday the 13th. But on Sunday, I'm bowling in another tournament in Chicago. So I'll let you guys know, but it might be like a 7 o'clock show on Sunday, I mean. So next Sunday might be 7 o'clock. It depends. I'll keep you guys in the loop. And I will post that in the Discord. In that Discord link that I gave, this Discord link, I will post what time I'm coming on Sunday, just in case it's a little later, because again, we're going back to Chicago to bowl in the tournament again. I'll be bowling against myself. So I just got to be confident and repeat my swing. Listen, man, don't think about it too much. Larry, listen, man. Tournament's tournament. You're still bowling as you. You're still filling frames. So this competition that we're doing, this point total, is going to help you in the tournament more than you ever know, because it's going to allow you to singularly focus on every frame. So keep trying to score your points. I promise you, you'll do better. You're going to make a new text channel called Scores? No. I'm just going to put them in that Discord. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Why go through all that? Just put them in the general. Just put them in the general Discord. Yeah, Clifton, make sure you do so you can add them scores in. All right, guys, I'm in. I'll see you soon. All right, Steve. The nickname league is my worst league, so I probably won't matter. What's up, Eddie? How you doing? For a full fingertip grip, is it correct fit if you put your thumb all the way and stretch your fingers to where the first crease of your fingers stretch to the middle of the hole? Yes. That's where you want to stretch, and you want this part right here, that part of your finger, to be in the middle of the insert. So you want your thumb in, and then you want to, it's just a slight stretch, but it's comfortable, and you want to lay them across the hole. And if these can fit across the middle of that hole, your thumb hole, your finger hole, then that's good. That's the fit you want. No, Larry, going out to practice do not count. This is a competition because we're checking focus. That's what we're doing. We're trying to improve our focus. Now, you can use it in practice, but the scores don't count. This is the league event or a tournament event. This is trying to improve our focus. Every shot for every shot. Now, with that being said, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to edit some of this stuff so I can get it out either tonight or tomorrow. And if I can't get out tonight, then I'll get out tomorrow. I got a match again tomorrow. However, I need to get this content out. So with that being said, and I think I'm going to do that danger zone. Everybody say I should, so we're going to do it. Hey, happy holidays, and we'll be back on Friday and Sunday, Eddie. So make sure you stop back in. All right, guys, make sure you send the scores to the Discord, and I hope everybody shows improvement, which I promise you will. All right, with that being said, everybody have a good rest of your night. I will see you guys on Wednesday night. Get into the live, and have a great day. Great night.